All right, guys, I've got two aerators here. My name is Blake Albertson with B&B Lawn Care. You are the Stripe Nation. Make sure you subscribe for more videos. We do mowing vlogs, aeration, anything lawn, landscape, social media related, business related. Make sure you follow along. Anyways, guys, I wanted to, I get a lot of questions. I'm gonna give you my whole background with aeration and aerators. I haven't been doing it forever, for the last 3 years. So first year, I went and rented a Toro or an X-Mark, the stand-on machines. Spent, I think like $300 to rent it for a weekend, made some pretty good money. And if you don't have a ton of clients lined up, if you don't have a ton of money to put into aeration, that is the route I would go for at least the first or second year. I'll be honest, if it was not for Stinger equipment, I would still be renting aerators. So Stinger came to me and, you know, they're like, hey, make some videos on the Stinger, make some money with it, and tell us how you like it. And that's it, bro. It was super awesome. Those guys are awesome, but we're not even gonna talk necessarily about the brands in specific, but I want to talk a little bit about the background of aerators and the types of aerators and how you can get into it. So the stand-on machines are by far the most productive, in my opinion, for, you know, pretty big sized lawns. They're also the most expensive. I think they run like 10 to 13,000 or something. So that's a big investment for a machine that you can only use about a month out of the year. The rest of the time it's gonna be sitting in the shop and collecting dust, man. So you can rent them from most dealers for, you know, a few $100 for a weekend, and you can have all your aerations lined up and go at it that way. And that's not a bad way to start, guys. That, I mean, you're still getting the customers' lawns done with a professional machine. It's gonna do a good job, and you're still gonna be able to make money from that, renting that. But I'm gonna talk you into, or at least give you some information about why I like these small machines and why I cannot see myself buying a $10,000 machine anytime soon. These machines are less than 10 grand. They're about half that price, if not less than, you know, they're less than 5 grand. So this is a drum aerator. This is actually a pretty cool design. Stinger is like one of the only ones I've ever seen where when you turn, you're actually turning half. So you turn the left one, the left side tines are gonna turn. If you turn the right one, the right side tines are gonna turn. And that makes it, you be able to go into circles very fast. It has this sulky on the back, which, you know, you don't have to walk. It's not as easy and simple as the stand-on units, but it's like a walk behind versus stand-on mower. But I'm getting very good at it, and I'm loving this. Now, Billy Goat is letting me use this for, you know, the next week, just to see what I think of it. Now, this is a hydro drive aerator. So let's go look at the tines over here. So basically, this is not a drum aerator. When you push this down, the tines fall and they jab into the ground really fast. So if you stay in one place, the machine's just gonna hop because those tines are jabbing in really fast. Now, You generally only have to go over a lawn one time with this style aerator, which helps, but it's also a lot slower than a stand-on or you know, a classic drum aerator. Now, that's my first day with that billy goat, so I'm not really great with it yet, but I'm learning. The Stinger, awesome brand. There's, I don't know all the brands of aerators, but I have had the Toro stand-on, or I've used it. I've used the Stinger, I've used the billy goat now, and I'll tell you, my favorite is still the Stinger. I'm not trying to sell on the Stingers. I'm just trying to help some of the smaller companies be able to get into aeration, because you can make really, really good money, but you don't have to. You guys know I'm a big cash guy. I don't like, and I don't preach to go take out loans to start your business, especially to start aerations or little seasonal services, because you're gonna have to make those payments all year long, and you're only gonna be able to use it 1 month out of the year. So this machine, I think, runs less than $4,000. So you could rent for a year or two, save up that money, and purchase one of these machines. And I think the Stinger, do not quote me, reach out to them or a dealer for more information, because I honestly don't know the price of this, but I think it's around 45 to 5 grand. But you have to look into it, because honestly I don't know. They've made some changes to it, changed the engine from a Briggs & Stratton. I think they have a Honda on it now, I don't know. But I'm still loving this machine. There's flaws with every single one of the aerators, including the $10,000 stand-on aerator. And I can give you the problems up front. They're chain or belt driven, and I know a lot of people that have had problems with the stand-on machines, breaking those belts and chains and things like that. But I can't talk about it because I don't know the information. There is a problem with the fuel. If you fill it too high, the fuel line backs up, and it basically floods it, and you know, you got to wait like 40 minutes for this thing to be able to start. So I have to fill it, you know, not all the way full, and that's really the only flaw with it right now, dude. I absolutely love this little machine. This one, there are a few flaws with this. There's gonna be flaws with everything, dude. Every mower, I don't care. Every trimmer, every blower, every truck, every trailer, everything. But these are not very great designs. I like that you can open everything up and access the engine and the tines and everything in it. But these things wiggle open a little bit. Also, this aerator, when it is dry, you shouldn't be aerating when it's dry, but some spots are just dry. This thing is like taming a bull. They brought it out to me about a month and a half ago, and the grass was super dry, and it kept kicking up. The wheels would not spin at all, and we couldn't use it. We could not even try aerating with it. And this one won't pull plugs if it's really dry. Neither will the big ones. Those are just small little problems. This is not me roasting any brands. Billy Goat, Toro, Stinger, all of these companies have been awesome to me. We've worked with all 3 of them in the past, and really they're pretty good companies all around. It's just each machine, you have to do a lot of research. If you guys have any more questions on these, I hope it gave you a little insight about hydro machines, drum aerators, you know, and how you can get into this service without taking out a $10,000 loan like that, and then come springtime and you're still paying payments and you're like, oh, I made the biggest mistake. Guys, get an aeration list, find out what the perfect time is for you in your city. Build up 20 aerations. If you're just starting out, go knock on doors, whatever you need to do. Build up a list of 20 aerations. Okay? Go rent a machine for a few $100s, and then on a weekend rent it and get it done. Make some money. Look, you can find out what people are charging in your area, okay? Find out. Our average around here is about $100 to aerate. So a little more some yards, not a little less, but about $100 is the median around here, okay? So get 20 people, $100, that's $2,000 you can make in a weekend. You pay the rental place $300, and boom, do the math. Add some seeding. Seed's pretty expensive actually. That's an upfront cost. I think I'm about 600 deep right now with seed, but as I seed lawns, I'm making it back. But there's some things you can do, dude. So what, you just made 17, let's add some seed. You can make over 2 grand easy with those 20 people. Profit after you pay a rental place, and that could get you in. If you did 25, 30 aerations, that you can buy one of these machines. That gets you into a small machine. Then you use this for a few years. You build up. Oh man, now I'm at 100 aerations, and I have to get a bigger machine. Well, now you're in it. You never took out a loan. You never paid that interest. You never were suffering in the springtime. I shouldn't have done that. You guys know, none of my mowers are financed. None of my equipment is financed. None of my trucks are financed, because I took the upfront hurt, the pain of having no cash when I purchased equipment, and used those machines to make more money instead of not waiting until I had the money and then suffering after that by paying those things. Listen, I know there's gonna be a lot of people on here. Credit's not bad. I'm like old-fashioned. I'm young, dude, but I've been taught the old-fashioned ways my whole life, and I believe that we're in a crazy time, dude, where people have extra money, people want the nice lawns, people want this, you know, there's no real price worry right now. But one day, people say 2019, I hope not, but the economy's gonna take some hits here and there. People are gonna lose jobs, people are gonna get price or wage, their wages are gonna go down, whatever it is. So that's number one reason why I don't like payments. And the economy can change at any time. You can lose clients at any time. And if you guys listen to Dave Ramsey, you know, your most powerful wealth building tool is your income. And when you have your truck payment, you've got a mortgage, you've got your bills. I'm new at all that. I'm learning that, you know, the mortgage or the bills and things like that. But to have little aerator payments and mower payments and trimmer, it's like, it can sink you pretty quick, dude, if you have a rough month or a rough year. So that is why I always wanted to play the cash game with my equipment at a very young age. Actually, I'll tell you guys the honest truth. This is funny. When I bought that Wright 2, I forget what the main company is, like the lending company, but I wanted to finance that machine because I knew I was going to be purchasing a house and I needed as much cash as possible. And so I actually went and tried to get a loan for a mower, and I got denied, dude. Like, I'm being real with you guys. I got denied. I don't know why, because I don't know. I don't know. Because I never used credit, dude. I never purchased a mower using credit. I never I didn't have credit cards until last year because I was trying to build up my credit to buy a house. But I got approved for the house, and it was just kind of wacky that I didn't get approved for like a little $5,000 loan or whatever it was. I don't know, because I was going to put some cash and things like that down. But interesting, dude. So that was the world telling me, Blake, stay with your cash on equipment. I didn't get approved. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I just paid the cash and everything worked out. So that's why I'm a firm believer on cash. And I also don't want the comment of, Blake, not everybody has the same situation as you. Not everybody has the money up front to buy equipment. That's exactly why I'm telling you how to get into these services with no money down, dude. Rent the machine, $300, and you're gonna make $2 grand. Pretty good deal to me, dude. Pretty good deal to me for a weekend's worth of work. If you guys want some more information, dude, I have nothing but stuff in my mind I want to talk about. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!